This 25-year-old deck is the epitome of disaster.
The deck is so unsafe. Oh, it's ridiculous.
It's time to amp up the pride and start from scratch.
What part am I most embarrassed about? At this point, probably the entire deck.
Hope everyone's had a good night's sleep, because we've got work to do.
You have one job, keep up.
This is the man of the hour.
Hi, I'm Leo. Sure, that'll work.
And this is his loving wife, Anne.
Hello.
This is the deck that Leo built and then left to the elements for 25 years.
There's no shade. There's no privacy. There's just nails sticking everywhere. It's not a place you want to be out anymore.
Thank you. Oh, jeez.
When are we going to fix this? I need a drink.
The list goes on and on. Too many. We haven't got enough time to name them all. I think my biggest problem is my lack of tools.
But now even Leo has nothing good left to say.
What part am I most embarrassed about? At this point, probably the entire deck, without a word of a lie.
I think we got here just in the nick of time.
Oops.
To have this deck removed is going to be one of my life's greatest pleasures.
Oh.
Did you get that?
All right, Anne, take me on the tour, because I feel like you have a lot of things to say.
I have a lot to say about this deck. The bench used to be a wraparound. The last time somebody sat on that bench, they fell right through it. So
Really?
I think Leo put this here for safety, I would think.
Tell me about this, because this is.
Well, this is a 2x4.
Oh, it's a
Texture
2x4.
2x4. And
like put together.
This is another one of Leo's quick fixes.
Oh. What were you thinking? You weren't thinking.
I wasn't thinking.
Okay,
That's
there
correct.
you go.
You know there are creatures living under there.
Are there?
Oh, yeah.
No, I just pulled off some lattice just to check the foundation and haven't put it back.
Yeah, because I think this would probably go back into place quite nicely if it just, I think it would be. The pit of despair is interesting. Tell me about this. Does this thing work?
It's functional to some degree, although it doesn't have everything that we'd like, but...
Like an aesthetic value. Why hasn't he tackled this?
This is, I think, way too overwhelming for him. Okay. Also, he'll tell you, oh, I don't have the right tools.
I have to ask you, has anyone ever told you that you really don't look like you belong here, like you should be captaining a starship somewhere?
Make it so, Paul.
Wow, it's freaky.
What is your dream?
We would love to have a lounge area, an eating
You look like someone who likes to
area.
party.
We are a family of partiers, and we like to have a good time, and I'd love to be able to do it out here with them.
Right. You are going to be a very busy man over the next few weeks.
Sounds like fun.
It will be. Like you have no idea.
Leo tried to keep his 25-year-old deck going with constant repairs, but it was more than he could handle. We're going to teach him how to use all the right tools to bring his deck to life, first showing him how to lay down a proper foundation. Then we'll teach Leo how to create privacy screens, a barbecue zone that functions, and a pergola for some much-needed shade.
Say hello, this is Anne, and this is Leo. This is Patrick, this is Kate, this is David, and this is Joey.
We love you guys. We love you.
She didn't say that to me. Using this sledgehammer, I think it's time for you to
Okay,
take...
just give me the hammer.
I think... Hold on, let me talk to you first before you
Okay.
start swinging like a crazy person.
All right.
So, just hit any part of this.
Right.
Just keep going, you're gonna take the whole thing down.
When Ann took that first hit, it was like music to my ears. It was great.
That was fun.
That was fun,
I
wasn't
like that.
it? I love the fact that this bush just kind of grew right through this thing.
There's no nails anywhere here either.
Because there's nothing to nail into. It's just all rotten wood.
Oh.
All right, Leo, check this out. Look at the way the ants, see the way they burrow through the cedar? But look at the pressure treated. They haven't touched it at all.
That's interesting.
The chemical compounds that keep the pressure treated from rotting actually keep the bugs out of it as well.
Seeing the ants, the rotting joists, I am so glad that I didn't undertake this on my own.
All right, Leo. Well, the deck boards are off, and it's exposed the carnage underneath. Were you expecting it to look this way?
Not this bad, but I guess it does explain a lot.
This cannot be saved. We are ripping the whole thing out. So we really are coming to the place of just a clean slate. You ready to keep going from here?
Absolutely.
'Cause we got some more tearing out to do, buddy.
You're the boss.
And then we're gonna reframe this bad girl.
I think I should have done this years ago.
Okay, Leo, so nice clean slate. On the agenda for today is going to be punching a whole whack of footings into the ground and doing a whole bunch of framing. By the end of the day, we'll see the shape of the new design. Excited?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's do it.
It is footing time, my friend. And we are doing footings in a very, very cool way. Basically, what we're using is these steel stakes.
So you need a big hammer.
Yeah. That's the hammer that you're going to be using.
It is a big hammer.
You hold that, and you instantly become a
Now,
man.
that's a big hammer.
Or
I just became a man?
awkward moment for me. So you're going to be using that, and basically we set this into place. We drop a little sleeve inside there, and then you're just hammering away, and the stake goes right into the earth.
Are you ready to become a man?
Yes, ma'am.
It's don't be scared. It's pretty much
fine.
it's full scale awesome. All right.
Say when.
When?
Using that jackhammer, I felt like a real muscular beast.
How'd that feel?
That was easy.
Leo seems to be doing just fine. I think the pride's out the window at this stage. I think he's just eager to learn and have a deck that's going to hold up a lot better than his last one.
Okay, Leo, this is our framing nailer. This is our best friend when we're doing framework. Go up, give her. There it is.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I've never seen one of these, or never used one of them. So it's pretty awesome. Makes the work a lot easier.
All right, Leo, I say we did really well today. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Well, I mean, you should. Look at the production we got. We got almost all the deck framed at the front half. We are going to be taking all the knowledge you retained today, and we're going to be putting you to the test tomorrow. So you ready for that?
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. Just keep it going.
So, Leo, I know your last deck had some structural support issues. You had a family member fall through the deck?
Yes.
What were you thinking?
Leo wants to build his wife Anne a deck that will last.
There's no nails anywhere here either.
Because there's nothing to nail into. It's just all rotten wood.
Oh.
He's got a lot to learn.
All right, Leo, we have a little bit more framing to do before we get to our big thing of the day. That's going to be decking. So we taught you some new tools last time we were here. Have you retained any of that?
Yep, I believe I have.
Yeah? Say we get this thing started because I'd like to get out of here before we all melt.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
So, Leo, I know your last deck had some structural support issues. You had a family member fall through the deck?
Yes.
All right, so I know you created some kind of a crutch to try and solve the issue. What were you thinking?
I was thinking I wanted to to fill the hole,
Okay.
and there was nothing to nail onto.
What we're doing here is we created a box beam. And what we want to do is we want to block it to make sure that all of your structural pieces are tied together and everything is nice and strong.
All right.
Make sure that you put your wood preservative on, and you also remember how to use this, right?
That was my second
Favorite?
second favorite.
Yeah. You shouldn't have favorites. Do you have a hammer? I thought you were starting to use the right tools. On Leo's last deck, the structure was really bad. This deck is going to be so much better. He's not going to have to use any bandages or crutches. It's going to be healthy.
So, Leo, it's joist hanging time. These things are going to give all the structure to our joist. It's going to be the connection point from the joist right to our box beams.
Great.
They have these little tabs that you can hammer in first. We're using joist hanger nails. They have a much higher shear capacity, which means they can hold more weight than a regular nail or a screw.
Makes sense.
Find a hole, nail that side in, then I'll push in on the other side. There's another tab on this side. Just a matter of filling it up with nails.
Okay.
Have fun.
Should have been watching more closely, I think.
So I'll reach right down here and push right on the bottom of it.
When I started doing the first couple of joist hangers, I was struggling a little bit.
All right, Leo, I have something that's gonna make your life a whole lot better.
Thank you.
Now, one of your main reasons...
I was going to ask you, is there no power tool that will do this?
This is a palm nailer. You just throw the nail in the end, point out. It has a little magnet inside there, so it'll hold the nail for you.
This might be my next favorite toy.
I'm happy that you think you're going to enjoy it, because we're going to get you to do this whole line. This is going to be your challenge of the day. What do you think of that?
I think I can do it.
I have
within the next week.
Every bit of faith that you can do it, as long as you don't pass out by the time you get halfway there.
Oh, yeah. When Joey laid out the challenge for me, I thought I was going to be here till midnight under the moonlight, not the hot sun.
What'd you do to him?
He needed a challenge for the day.
His shirt is quickly turning a dark gray. We should help him.
Oh, poor Leo. All right, Leo, we figured you've done a pretty good job of the challenge so far. I mean, one part of it was learning how to install a hanger, but the main part of it was just seeing how gracefully you take on the challenge of doing this whole long line in this blazing sun.
Pass the test?
You passed the test, so now we'll give you a hint.
Joey rescued me from my challenge. There was a sigh of relief. I may not have shown it, but in my heart, it was there. Okay, last one.
Down to the final one, eh?
Come on, Leo, you can do it.
We believe.
Let's go now.
Okay, boys. What's
Victory?
next?
Nice, good
Look
job.
at that. Already on to the next one. Well, next we got decking.
I remember the decking on your last deck was a little rotten.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna load the clip on the end of the gun, spike side up, and we're gonna put it right on top of a joist, give her a little toss off to the one side, clip comes right off.
Okay.
Keep your finger off the trigger while you're loading it.
Good point.
Yep. Now pull it off to the left. There it is. Just slides right on.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
You guys are amazing.
Am I included in the amazing?
Oh, you're like #1 crew guy. When I went back there, it was extremely impressive.
All right. Looks like the last board for this section. What do you think?
Looks great.
So from here on out, we're just gonna cut out, get all our borders and spines in, and then we're on to all the pretty stuff, the pergolas and the railing and the stairs, and get this thing done.
Sounds great.
All right, Leo, pergola time. These are the posts that are gonna go up first. We gotta make sure they're nice and plumb, and then the rest of it should just fly together.
This is
the cherry on the cake. Cherries go on cakes?
Leo wants to redeem his pride and build a safe deck for his wife, Anne.
When are we gonna fix this? I need a drink.
We're just getting started.
All right, Leo, I'm thrilled with the way the decking's coming together. How you feeling?
good.
Pretty good, eh? So we're working on a landing over here, we're working on screens over there, but the real beat for today is over here. We've got a random assortment of beams and posts, and we're gonna be putting them together by the end of the day to make a really cool shade structure.
Sounds like a
Forget
plan.
about everything you've done before. Let's get to work.
So Leo, one thing we want to remember when we're doing the borders is that they usually involve a lot of angles. So we want to make sure that we dry fit it first. Now what that's going to mean is that we're going to lay it in place and make sure that the angles line up. Nice tight fit.
Perfect.
Make sure that this angle's going to line up. So
That's not perfect.
This is what I was talking about here. So if we had have just screwed one of these in and then this angle's open, then we got to pull it all apart again. All right. That's much better. This angle's good, that angle's good. You can screw this board down. Just need a drill.
Last piece.
Perfect.
All right, man, we are gonna be building your barbecue tables for your new barbecue area. So if I recall, you had kind of a grimy little pit of despair there that you used to barbecue in.
It functioned barely.
We're gonna build 2 barbecue tabletops. Your barbecue's gonna fit snugly in between the 2 spaces, and then we're gonna finish the whole area off with privacy screens. So you're gonna be my cut man for this. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right, because I want you to be my cut man, not the man that gets cut.
When Pat asked me to use the chop saw, I thought to myself, oh, I better count my fingers before and after.
All right, Leo, this is the sliding compound miter saw. handle. Always keep a firm grip on the piece that you're cutting.
Right?
Never cross over. That's just a bad accident waiting to happen. You have one job. Keep up.
Will do.
All right.
The saw is more intimidating than Pat because I could cut my finger or my arm or my anything.
Beauty.
It's off a hair, isn't it?
That's for 14 and a half, and I got 14 and 5/16.
I screwed it up on the
You cut it on the wrong side of the line, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's scrap now. It's a waste. 14 and a half. You want your blade on this side of the line.
The worst case, it's...
No, it'll be right on my line.
Yes, sir. He's very picky about his cuts, but that's important. I'm learning.
Now let's check.
Let's check now.
Oh, there it is. I didn't realize how challenging, I guess it could be for a guy that doesn't do it all the time. Hopefully he's got it now, because we've got a lot of measurements and cuts that he's got to make. 5 more full pieces.
Gotcha.
45 and a half.
All right, Leo, pergola time. So, the idea with the pergola is to kind of give you something that you didn't have on the old deck.
Shade?
Yeah, there was none. You were basically being scorched out here. It was like being in the middle of a large frying pan. And what this pergola is basically a ultra low maintenance pergola, and it's a kit, so it should be done by the end of the day. These are the posts that are gonna go up first. We gotta make sure they're nice and plumb, and then the rest of it should just fly together.
This is...
the cherry on the cake. Cherries go on cakes? Just that easy.
I can't wait to show Anne. I can just picture her face. She's going to be so excited. She's going to be so happy. Everything that we didn't have is going to be there for us to enjoy on this new deck.
Oh, look how easy that is.
Beautiful.
I cannot wait to see Anne's reaction.
Leo has been learning his tools
You also remember how to use this, right?
That was my second favorite.
Yeah. You shouldn't have favorites.
so he can build the deck of his wife's dreams. Almost there.
All right, Leo, so it is our exciting final day. We've got our barbecue area done and our screens in place, so just a little bit more work to do there. Pergola's looking awesome, just some trim work, and another privacy screen over there, and just some other trim work over there. As you can see, our wonderful landscaper, Jeff, has done some amazing work around the perimeter with his gang of trusty landscapers. A little bit more cleaning, and then you're out of here, pal.
Alrighty.
All right, man.
Joey, here we go.
So what do you think down there?
Surprisingly, it's perfect.
We're wrapping up the end of the job. Of course everything's perfect. Oh, look how easy that is.
And they're level.
And they're sitting on top of stones. They're not going anywhere.
Beautiful.
Okay, so a great alternative to a privacy screen or a fence is really just creating a green wall. So we have these 3 emerald cedars. They're about 8 feet tall. They're gonna grow up to get even taller, but they're also gonna fill out, and it's gonna just really create a nice, soft privacy screen.
All right, Leo, I am officially stealing your fun away. Give me that thing. You are about to get out of here, my friend, because we got our wonderful stylist, Heidi Richter, showing up, and she's going to be dressed in the deck, and that's got to be a surprise for you as well as for Anne. Do you think Anne's going to freak out?
She will be speechless.
How much I know Anne up to this point, I don't think
That's
that's
rare.
That's like me being speechless.
The time is near, and I'm very excited about the big reveal for Anne.
You take off, and we'll come get you in a couple hours.
All right,
You
we'll
should
see
be
you
very
soon.
proud, buddy. Looking good.
Now, when you have a deck like this one that is mixing some very traditional elements like the pergola with the more modern elements like the horizontal lines, you want to tie the furniture in as well. So what I've done is put in a very modern looking dining set and a more traditional looking conversation area. Now, what makes it all work is because I've kept with the same curved lines in the chairs and I've kept the color themes the same.
Leo and Anne's old deck was beyond saving. I mean, it was held up by a crutch in parts. I mean, literally. It had no shade, no function, no privacy, and on top of that, we had to rip the entire thing out. Leo helped us rebuild the new deck from the ground up.
Oh, there
He has a deck he can be proud of now, and he can be pretty darn proud of his newfound skills. I can't wait for him to show this to Anne.
Oh,
Come on out.
goodness.
Wow.
It's stunning.
You like it?
I love it.
You have to give this man a hug here because
Yeah, how about that?
I'm shaking.
You're shaking.
Oh my God,
it's real. It isn't a dream. It's real.
It's beyond beautiful.
My first impression of the deck was absolutely overwhelmed.
Not only did we get rid of the screen, we made it into a cooking station.
You might even want to cook more
might.
barbecues
Yeah.
now.
There's a
that
chance.
would be wonderful.
I'm feeling hungry already.
I know. It is beautiful.
Jeff's already in the
Oh my God,
boys.
look at all
Yeah.
the planting.
Isn't that great? And there's this, in case you hadn't noticed it.
Now we have this beautiful pergola, beautiful little Roman shutters that slide across.
We even
Oh,
have
look at
some
what they did
shield
with
from the rain.
fireplace.
Heidi is amazing. The color combinations and the textures.
Leo,
This was
you did a
unbelievable
great job.
experience. I
Come
can't
here, darling.
thank you enough.
Thank you for everything. Your crew was amazing. Everybody was just phenomenal.
It's wonderful that to see that smile on your face.
No, I'm gonna start crying.
We finally got that backyard that we always wanted, and hey ho, let's enjoy it.
I've always loved my husband, and he's amazing, but he's just even more amazing now.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh,
Jeez. My name's Steve. I'm your first responder.
I know who you are, but what's your lawyer's name? Got a good close shot at this ankle.
Oh, this is like for the after takes. That would be good, eh? Good. Thank you so much. Not necessary, but thank you so much.
But keep that handy just in case.